Hi, friend. So I am wondering, okay, before we get started with today's marketing session, I would love to know, do you feel that your time is worth money? Is your time worth something? And I'm sure if you're watching this because you are most likely a business owner, an entrepreneur, solopreneur, mompreneur, whatever title you want to use, I'm sure that your answer is yes. So, with that being said, I want you to know that there is a much easier, well, let's not say easy, let's say simple, much simpler way of attracting your right audience without spending 24/7 on social media or feeling like you have to in order to do that. And it will work effectively and give you more time to do the things that you love to do, like serving your clients, like being with your family, like taking on a hobby. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to discuss how to use the content that you're already creating for your social media, specifically on this platform, but also on Instagram, in order to increase your organic reach and build more awareness so that you build more connections to the right people and move them through that customer experience that you're trying to provide with your content. Okay. And there are some things that are absolutely necessary to do before you even get to this point, but that's not what today is about. I will say that if you have not found a way or understood how to develop your personal brand, that is an absolutely must. It's a fundamental to building a business and using these platforms as a tool to market yourself. If you're not sure how that works, I would love to invite you into my free community where I talk a lot about this. It's also a place where I've done workshops and challenges to teach this. And it's something that I, as a mentor, as a social media strategist, also teach you through my Splash Marketing Collective program. So feel free to say the word group down below. I will message you to invite you into that free community. And then you can always use and abuse that community and get the most out of it. But that is the just to touch on that for 1 second, that is an absolute must when you are using social media. So you've got content, you're putting it out there, right? And maybe you're getting great engagement, but at some point that engagement actually stops. Okay. The platform is only going to push it out to a certain amount of people. And if you're getting engagement, that is awesome. But if it's a piece of content that is amazing, you want to get it out to more people, right? You want it to resonate with even more people and build more awareness. So, how do you do that? You can simply do that by creating very low budget. And when I mean low budget, I'm talking about $1, $2 a day, maybe up to $5 a day in running ads to that specific piece of content that you have posted. Okay. I want to make sure that um, that you guys can hear me okay. I'm actually broadcasting today so if you're watching, can you let me know if you can hear me okay? I'm also broadcasting on YouTube, but I don't know if it's actually working. We tried this yesterday on my other page, the Style Rebel Mama, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it actually worked. So I'm trying to get over to the page so I can make sure that you guys can hear me okay. I don't know what's going on right now. I cannot jump over there from my phone. Oh, it's great. Okay, awesome, Carrie. Thank you. All right. So before we get into how to create a Facebook ad low budget strategy to build more awareness to your organic content, if you are brand new to the page and watching this even on the replay, hello. My name is Ginna Tassinelli. I am the creator of Stylishly Branding with Ginna, which is just a small division, but an amazing, and really it's my passion, part of Hype Media, which is a social media marketing agency. And I work with female entrepreneurs, consultants, digital marketers, even coaches, authors, speakers, um, online e-commerce stores to elevate your personal brand and your visibility so that you can make a bigger impact to those that you want to serve, but also to your own bank account, right? So that's what I do. And if you hear something that you absolutely love, just give me a hashtag wow, because I do offer a complimentary 30-minute social media marketing and brand amplifier call. And I would love to choose a winner to that today. Okay. All right. So, when you're creating this content on your social media profiles, and again, I'm speaking primarily about this platform, but also over on Instagram. And you'll notice if you have a really great piece of content that's resonating with your audience, you're getting a lot of reactions, a lot of comments, a lot of shares. There's this back and forth, but then all of a sudden it stops. It doesn't go forever, right? Now, when you're putting so much time and effort into amazing content, you want that content to last forever. You want it to be evergreen. So in order to make that, to get that to keep going, what you do is you simply run a simple engagement ad to build more awareness to that piece of content. Now, when I say engagement ad, I do not mean hit the boost button. You do not want to hit that boost button. It is a huge waste of money. You don't have as much targeting options. You don't have all of the campaign objectives available to you that you would if you go in through your ads manager. Okay. And if you don't have ads manager set up, that is something that you definitely need to have set up. There is a Facebook Blueprint program that's a free training program that walks you through how to do all of that. Now, it's very basic. It doesn't give you a lot of strategy, but it's a great starting point. So for more strategy, that's where you want to go to an expert, somebody like myself, and work with them to do it properly so that you don't waste money, because you can absolutely waste a lot of money on ads as well if you're not doing it correctly. So what you want to do is you want to set up a Facebook ad campaign that's going to promote your content. It's going to build awareness around that piece of content. And it can be a post with an image. It can be a post where you are promoting a blog post of yours. It can be to a Facebook Live. It can be to a recorded video. It could be to a 2-minute video. It can be a 30-second video, but something that is substantial, that absolutely speaks to your audience and is providing them some sort of value. This is going to amplify the reach on that organic content. And what this does for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is it also alleviates the time and energy that you are spending on social media. There is this misconception, and this was very true a long time ago. And it's not like social has been around that long, but for a while now, there was a frame of thought that you had to post 3-4 times a day in order to get reach, in order to gain visibility, to get people to see you in the news feed. That is not how it is now. It absolutely isn't. First of all, there isn't enough room in the news feed for that. So what is necessary is having quality content out there. And if you're putting out quality content and it's resonating, it's engaging, it's creating connections between your business page, you as a business, and with your ideal clients, you don't have to spend so much time content dumping. Okay. You can put out a piece of content, and by simply running $1 a day, $2 a day to that piece of content with an engagement ad, you are leveraging your existing content to get in front of new audiences. Okay. And so it makes your life so much easier. And then you can start building from there. The other advantage advantage to this is that everybody that engages on that piece of content through an ad, you are now able to create what we call custom audiences inside of your ads manager to retarget them once again with something else, with another ad. Maybe it's a workshop that you're going to do. Maybe it's a free masterclass. Maybe it's an event. Maybe it's a low ticket product. Now, you don't want to go straight into high ticket products when you are running ads. You do want to use really, really warm audiences in order to do that, because you do need to spend more, you do need to invest more. Your budget needs to be a higher level budget in order to make those conversions happen. So there's no sense in spending and having ads running that are high budget ads when they're not going to convert, because you're reaching people that barely know you or don't know you at all for a high ticket product, right? So when you're able to push a small amount of money towards content that's already on your page, that's already on your Instagram business profile or your Facebook business page, then you're able to increase your awareness, build more custom audiences based off of people that are reading that blog post, are watching that video, are just even clicking on the post itself. And these are going to be more qualified of an audience because now they've seen your brand. They're beginning to build a relationship with you and your brand, and they will more likely convert to a lower cost during the next step of your marketing strategy. Okay, so that is the advantage to taking a little bit of budget and pushing it into Facebook ads. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to decide on what content is it that you are going to want to promote. So make sure that it's high quality. So whatever post you're going to choose, you want to make sure that that graphic is high quality. It's not blurry. You also want to make sure that if it's a video, a super, super long video may not work, maybe a 15-minute video, but try and add captions to it. So you can go back into Creator Studio. I think that's right where you do it. Inside of Facebook, you edit that video, you can add captions to it, because most people are not going to turn the audio on. So it's really good to be able to add those captions. I will admit that is something that I am very lazy at doing. But we still do push engagement ads to previous live videos because it really does work to build audiences. So number one is decide on that quality piece of content that you want to push people to. Now, you don't want to just do this with one piece of content. In a perfect world, you want to choose maybe other pieces of content and do this. You don't need to do it with 4 pieces of content all at once. You can do one a week and switch off after 7 days to a new piece of content. All right. And if you're watching this on the replay and you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. I always come back and I answer everyone's questions. The second thing that you want to do is you want to define the audience that you're going to target. So you don't want to send this content to everybody on Facebook because that's going to waste your money and it's not going to resonate with the right people. And when you go to create custom audiences, you're going to have the wrong people to retarget other pieces of content and offerings to, right? So you want to be really strategic as to the audience that you want to send that ad to. You can do this straight to a cold audience. That's a great way to start building a larger audience to your business page or your Instagram business profile. Or you can also send that piece of content to people that already follow your page to re-engage them. Or also to an email list, which would be a custom audience that you build. You can also create audiences from previously watched lives or just everybody that's engaged with your page and send that piece of content to them through an ad by targeting them through an ad. And that can also re-engage them. So you could do this to a cold audience, or you could do it to people that have already engaged with your page or with something else. The third thing that you want to do is you want to set up the campaign inside of Ads Manager. So again, if you have never used Ads Manager, this is something that is critical to this process. So you definitely want to have that set up before you get moving through this. But the reason why Ads Manager is so important, so much better than a boost, is you're able to control the campaign objectives. There's about, I don't know, like 10, 12 different campaign objectives to select from inside of Ads Manager. You also are able to decide on different audiences and create different audiences. Whereas you don't get that option when you're boosting. You don't get the option to even test different audiences as one, like to test different audiences at once within the same campaign. Whereas boosting, it's an individual thing as you go. Okay. So there's just a lot more options. And that's it. And then you set a budget. And so your budget can vary. You can start simply at $1. Now remember, the smaller the budget, the longer it takes to see results. Okay. So if you're good with $1 a day, which is really how I started, you also have to be patient. Um, I've worked with many entrepreneurs that they spend $1, $2 a day, and they're wondering why they're not getting conversions, for example. On a conversion ad, $2 a day is not going to do much for you. So it is a process. You do have to trust in the process because it works. But you also want to be realistic with what your expectations are, okay? But when you're running engagement ads at a low budget, it's not that difficult to see engagement happening on that content, which is what the purpose of an engagement ad is for. It's so that you not only create more brand awareness, but you get more people to engage on that piece of content, which also gives you more social proof. I hope that this was helpful for today. If you have any questions at all, drop them down below. I will come back and answer them all. And again, if you want to get into the free community where I do more in-depth trainings just like this, inside of there, we do those on Mondays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. I would love to have you join us and welcome you inside of there. Just say the word group and I will get you in there. Have a fabulous rest of the week and stay social. Bye, guys.